For centuries, the Great Sphinx of Giza has watched silently over the Egyptian desert, half lion, half man, and entirely unknown. Beneath its worn by time stone face, some believe lies the greatest secret in human history, a hidden library containing the lost wisdom of the very old world. Priests, prophets, and explorers have all talked quietly about its existence. A hall of records, sealed away when the sands first swallowed the pharaohs. Could it still be there, waiting beneath the Sphinx's paws? Let's find out. Long before diggers arrived in Egypt, legends told of a chamber buried deep beneath the Sphinx, a secret chamber built by the gods themselves. The story begins in the very old city of Heliopolis, where priests spoke of holy writings hidden away to protect the world's earliest knowledge from ruin. This treasure, they said, contained the history of the lost society that built Egypt, Atlantis, or something even older. When Greek historians like Herodotus visited Egypt, they too heard these whispers. He wrote that beneath the sands were huge rooms filled with secrets that no man may see. In the centuries that followed, mystics and travelers carried these stories across continents, that under the lion-bodied guardian of Giza lay a library older than any pyramid. But what could be buried beneath such a great structure? The Sphinx itself is a mystery. Its body shows signs of erosion, not caused by wind, but by water, suggesting it's far older than the 4,500 years officially claimed. Some scientists who study rocks believe it may date back to 10,000 BC, when the Sahara was still green. If that's true, then the Sphinx may have been built by a society that existed long before the known ruling families of Egypt. And if they carved it, perhaps they also buried something beneath it, a record of who they were and why they disappeared. But the stone guardian holds more than legend. Modern science is beginning to hear its echo. The Great Sphinx stands 240 feet long and 66 feet high, carved from a single mass of limestone. Its body faces the rising sun, and its expression, though eroded, still radiates a calm that has survived thousands of years of wind and war. But for all its greatness, what lies beneath may be even more amazing. In 1920, French diggers noticed strange empty spaces near the Sphinx's paws. When they tapped the ground, it echoed, as though the sand hid an empty space below. Rumors spread quickly. Some said it was a tomb, others, a vault of scrolls sealed before the Great Flood. Egyptian authorities dismissed these claims, insisting nothing existed beneath the great structure. But explorers weren't so sure. In the 1930s, American psychic Edgar Cayce spoke of a hall of records hidden beneath the Sphinx, a library that contained the wisdom of Atlantis. According to him, this chamber would be discovered when humanity was ready to understand its secrets, somewhere near the 21st century. His followers, known as the Cayce Foundation, funded multiple trips to find it. Then, in the 1970s, ground vibration tests were conducted around the Sphinx. The results shocked researchers. They detected holes and tunnels running beneath the great structure, box-shaped rooms where solid rock should have been. One empty space directly under the Sphinx's right paw matched Cayce's description almost perfectly. Still, government-approved experts denied the discovery, calling it natural formations. But the evidence kept growing. Every new scan suggested the same thing. There was something empty beneath the stone giant, something intentionally built. And as technology improved, that something began to take shape. Legends alone weren't enough. Predictions soon joined the mystery. The Hall of Records isn't just a myth. It's one of the oldest predictions in human history. Ancient Egyptian texts speak of Thoth, the god of wisdom, who recorded all knowledge of heaven and earth before hiding it in a secret chamber where the lion sleeps. In later centuries, Greek scholars identified Thoth with Hermes, calling the hidden archive the Books of Hermes, said to contain the secrets of creation itself. According to the legend, these records were sealed to protect them from the coming of a great flood, an event that would destroy the world and force society to begin starting over. Whoever found the library would rediscover the knowledge of the gods, star knowledge, math of shapes, medicine, and the true history of humankind. When Edgar Cayce gave his famous readings, he claimed the library contained the history of the first society on Earth, and that its discovery would change humanity's understanding of its own origin. He described a network of tunnels linking the Sphinx to the Great Pyramid, with a hidden chamber beneath its paws that could be opened only when time and truth meet. Many dismissed Cayce's words as imagination, until underground scanners in the 1990s detected what looked like an entrance near the Sphinx's forelegs. Egyptian officials quickly banned entry, sealing off areas and stopping new digs. The Hall of Records was never confirmed, but the question remained: what was the government trying to hide? Some believe the library still sleeps beneath the Sphinx, sealed by sand, time, and fear of what it might reveal. If the stories are true, that chamber doesn't just hold scrolls. It holds the memory of an age that came before history itself. And if predictions spoke true, someone would try to find it, in secret. By the late 20th century, whispers of the Hall of Records had reached beyond Egypt's borders. Explorers, scientists, and even intelligence agencies became fascinated with what might lie beneath the Sphinx. In 1978, a team of American and Egyptian researchers secretly carried out ground vibration tests around the Giza Plateau. The results were never published in full, only pieces leaked to the public. They described strange box-shaped signs and chamber-like formations under the great structure's paws and along its flanks. Soon after, several researchers who had worked on the project were given a new job or told to stop talking. Official reports claimed that the results were not definite, yet eyewitnesses described guards patrolling the Sphinx area day and night, and entry to the tunnels beneath the area was suddenly banned. In 1991, geologist Dr. Robert Schoch and archaeologist John Anthony West restarted the argument. They claimed that the erosion patterns on the Sphinx were caused by heavy rainfall, not desert wind, meaning the statue had to be older than Egypt's dry period by thousands of years. If true, it placed the Sphinx's construction around 10,000 BC, an era when most accepted experts believe Egypt did not yet exist. Schoch's evidence was rejected by Egypt's leading archaeologist, Dr. Zahi Hawass, who called it nonsense. But while officials debated, photographs taken by tourists showed evidence of sealed doorways near the Sphinx's paws and blocked tunnels beneath the area. And then came the biggest discovery of all. NASA's satellite imaging over Giza revealed unusual underground signs, perfectly balanced rectangles and shafts that could not be explained by natural geology. These findings were quietly put into storage and never discussed publicly. If secrets were being buried again, someone had to be guarding them. To understand why the Egyptian government might hide something beneath the Sphinx, we must look at who controls permission to dig it. Since the 1980s, all digging licenses in Giza have been managed by the Supreme Council of Antiquities, led for decades by Dr. Zahi Hawass, a man both respected and feared in archaeological circles. Hawass has always denied the existence of any hidden chambers, calling such claims imagination. But behind the scenes, leaked documents and photos have told another story. In the mid-1990s, a team working with the University of Florida allegedly found a sealed doorway beneath the Sphinx using underground scanners. They were reportedly ordered to stop immediately. The data was taken away, and the project's findings were kept secret. At the same time, international groups such as the Edgar Cayce Foundation and the Association for Research and Enlightenment requested official digging permits to explore the holes. Every application was denied without explanation. Hawass and his allies insisted that the Sphinx's foundation was solid and that any talk of hidden libraries or tunnels was fake science. Yet, eyewitnesses continued to report strange nighttime activities around the great structure. Trucks entering banned areas, guarded by military personnel, and lights seen deep underground. In 2009, even local workers spoke of hearing drilling sounds beneath the Sphinx area, followed by silence and tighter security. To many, it felt as though something was being discovered, but not shared. The truth may not have been buried, only moved, and to find it, we must look beyond Egypt. The link between the Sphinx and Atlantis runs deep, far deeper than most realize. Edgar Cayce's readings claimed that survivors of Atlantis fled their sinking homeland and established settlements in Egypt, Mesoamerica, and other parts of the very old world. They brought with them their knowledge of star knowledge, construction skill, and spiritual science, knowledge that became the base of early societies. According to Cayce, these survivors built the Great Sphinx as a time capsule, a warning and a memory. Its lion's body symbolized strength, and its human face represented wisdom. Beneath it, they placed a vault containing records of their lost homeland, maps of the stars, and technologies that even modern science has yet to rediscover. Many ancient Egyptian myths repeat this idea. The god Thoth, often called the Atlantean, was said to have sailed from a distant sunken land and taught the Egyptians how to build pyramids and measure the heavens. In the Emerald Tablets, mystical writings said to be from Thoth, he speaks of a hidden chamber beneath the lion where he placed his knowledge for those who come after. Modern researchers have noted that the alignment of the Sphinx and the pyramids matches the star group of Orion as it appeared in 10,500 BC, the same date Cayce gave for the fall of Atlantis. But if the secrets of Atlantis truly rest beneath the Sphinx, what if someone has already found them? In the early 2000s, rumors began to spread through the archaeology community, whispers of a dig that had been conducted in secret beneath the Sphinx area. No official record existed, but satellite images captured subtle changes in the surrounding sand and stone. Small trenches appeared and disappeared overnight. Equipment was delivered and removed without public notice. Then, a handful of researchers claimed that a deep shaft beneath the Sphinx's right paw had indeed been opened. One of them, an engineer named Thomas Dobecki, spoke of detecting a perfectly box-shaped room about 25 feet below ground, exactly where Cayce said the Hall of Records would be. But before his team could drill further, the government took away their permits. Dobecki left Egypt soon after and refused to discuss his findings publicly again. Later, several foreign journalists attempted to access banned records at the Giza archives. They were told the documents did not exist, yet in 2010, leaked photos circulated online showing what appeared to be an underground passage lined with limestone blocks and very old carvings resembling both Egyptian and signs older than the first kings, unlike anything seen in other tombs. Egypt's authorities called the images fake, but to many, the denials sounded hollow. Whatever the truth, one thing remains certain: the Sphinx still keeps its watch. Today, tourists walk past the Sphinx in awe, snapping photos of its cracked face and worn-out form. They see only a great structure, a symbol of Egypt's glory. But those who look deeper see something else: a guard. The Sphinx was never meant to be only a statue. It was designed as a watcher, to guard what lay beneath until humanity was ready to understand it. Every few years, new scans and tests are announced, and each time, officials assure the public there's nothing hidden. Yet even now, underground scanners continue to reveal unexplained empty spaces beneath the Great Structure. The latest data show tunnels running east toward the Great Pyramid and west toward the desert, a network that could easily hide an ancient vault. Perhaps the Hall of Records was never meant to be discovered by force. Maybe its true opening depends not on drills and machines, but on understanding. The ancient texts say that only when humanity remembers its purpose, when wisdom, not selfish desire, drives our search, will the lion give up its secret. Until then, the Sphinx waits. Its stone eyes gaze toward the sunrise, as they have for more than 12,000 years, watching societies rise and fall, their truths lost and found again in endless cycles. The desert keeps its silence, but one day, the Sphinx may finally speak. The Great Sphinx has survived floods, wars, and time itself, yet its greatest mystery may still lie, not found beneath its paws. Was there truly a library of lost wisdom buried there? Or have we been chasing a shadow of our own forgotten past? Share your thoughts below. And if you want more untold history, stay curious and subscribe for the next chapter of the unknown.